How has Woman of evolved over time?
Oh my God. Michaela's asking great questions. Michael, you're fired. I'm just kidding. How has Woman of evolved over time? It's, in some ways, it's evolved in every way, and then in other ways it hasn't evolved at all. The application and the strategy behind it is constantly changing. The vision, however, only becomes clearer. When God first gave me this vision around Woman of, I realized, looking back now, I thought I knew more than I did. And I look back now, sitting where I am, I'm like, I had no idea what I was doing or what God was gonna do. The person I was when that vision was first given to me is absolutely not the person that actually gets to see it through. And that is a really interesting experience. It's not that the vision has necessarily changed and evolved that much, but the biggest evolution that Woman of has gone through is the evolution I've gone through within myself. I look at that version of Natalie and I'm like, I just want to give her a hug. Like, it's gonna be okay. The things that you're stressing about, the things that she was navigating, the insecurity, the people pleasing, oh my God, the people pleasing, and the stress, the overwhelm that just would eat her up at night. There were some nights I remember thinking, Lord, is this really the weight that I have to carry for the rest of my life? And I would grieve, and I would become so, I remember feeling so apathetic some nights, laying up awake, just thinking like, all is vanity. And it was the first time during that season where I realized and I felt like I could finally empathize what Solomon meant in Ecclesiastes when he says, everything is meaningless. Because I was working so hard, I was giving everything, and it was never enough. And there was so much sacrifice, there was so much endurance, and my spirit and my soul felt so tired and so weary and so heavy and so sad and so like, gosh, what this is gonna require of me feels so much bigger than I can even possibly carry. And I remember wondering if that was just my calling card, if I was just called to suffering and sacrifice. And I wish I could just go back and let her know, I promise you it gets better. You don't have to carry this weight on your own. This season that you're in is so temporary. God is redeeming everything that you feel like you've lost. Where I'm at right now, I'm experiencing the other side of that. And so I don't know if I'm answering the question all that well, but Woman of will evolve as I do. I won't even say that. I don't think actually Woman of is really evolving like that. It's just me. The vision and the promise that God has given me is not going to change. It's just me. I am the only thing that gets to evolve. But the vision, the promise, that's already complete. It's already done. There's nothing to change about that. And so if God has said it, then it's my job to walk in it.
What's next for you?
What is next for me? I have no idea what's next for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I know what I'm working on. I know what my mission is for this season. I know even more so now that this isn't about building a personal brand anymore, when in the beginning it was. The movement that God has really placed on my heart, I'm recognizing, is bigger than what I could possibly carry alone. And I think that where I'm at right now is not in a place where I'm seeking a platform or I'm seeking a microphone or I'm seeking stages or anything the same way that I felt I was in the past. And I recognize that my greatest assignment is attached to who I hand the mic to. Like who are the women who are gonna stand beside me that I get to now hand the microphone over and say, it's your story. It's your story too that the world needs to hear. What that looks like, what that sounds like, I mean, there's so many ideas, there's so many things that are in the works, there's so many projects and campaigns that we're working on. And I also have no idea what tomorrow brings. At this very moment, I don't know what my next step is, but I do know where my feet are. This, like, I can sincerely say this and believe it more than I've ever believed it before. This truly is far more about the people than it is about the platform. And my eyes are set on the people, whoever the people that God has sent me on assignment for. But I'm not worried about it. Just one day at a time.